Show. YouTube Cole Spivey.
Yeah, man. Now, a little history on me. I was actually told by my professor, Bob Lavelle, don't go home and get on a web series. That, you know, he wanted us to stick to the studio, Hollywood studio, and all that kind of stuff. And I did a little bit. Like, I got on the X-Files. You know, I got on set at 20th Century Fox, worked side by side with Jim Carrey on The Majestic. I never really got any real speaking roles. Really, I did with Drake Doremus. Drake cast me in his student film where he got an AFI. I played a pizza delivery driver. I played a pizza delivery driver named Donovan in his student film. But anyway, what I want to say next is I did anyway. So I did what they told me not to do. I rebelled, like many people do. And I wanted to talk a little bit about YouTube sensations like Adam the Woo and Jordan the Lion, and even Breck Roll from Waco, and even the Carpetbagger, and people like Bama Mike and stuff. Now, I know these people are not conventional. I don't know if they have writers. I would probably say they are their own writers. They do their own research. They create their own fans, and they're kind of celebrities. Now, they're not the ideal actor, right? And I don't know if they're criticized by other actors or other performers or other talk show hosts or celebrities or YouTube sensations, but they're part of a new medium. And they're creating new ways of expressing ideas through writing, if you want to call it writing. Because remember, any YouTube show that you see, you can put it on closed caption and it becomes dialogue, written dialogue, if they're speaking. Also, another thing about YouTube is you can show transcript. So you write the show, you can write it before, you can write it during, or you can write it, you know, as it happens, or however, you know, like Woody Allen will write his movies sometimes as it's. Coppola did that with Apocalypse Now. He was writing it, and the actors, you know, Marlon Brando and what was that guy's name? Martin Sheen, Marlon Brando, they were all over there in the jungle, and he's sitting there on the typewriter in some sorry about the Dutch angle, but he was in you know, some tent with his wife or something. I don't know. They were in the jungle, and he had a typewriter in the jungle. He was writing a scene for Dennis Hopper, and he was in this little, like, I don't know, it was a trailer or something in the jungle, sitting there writing as the film was, you know, he was almost suicidal when he was doing Apocalypse Now, at the point where he knew it was going to fail. He knew, he and it didn't, but he thought, you know, it was going to fail. Same with Spielberg and Jaws. Spielberg was 100% sure it would fail, and it became one of the greatest movies of all time. But Coppola thought, and was told by many, and that this is a big failure. Even John Milius, the screenplay writer, had to go in and tell him, this is not going to work. This is you don't understand their frame of mind. They knew it was going to fail. You know, they were 100% sure that this was going to be a complete failure, and they were going to embarrass Marlon Brando and all the other actors, and it became one of the greatest movies. You know, I consider Apocalypse Now more of a movie than really just even a war movie. It's a great masterpiece of, you know, painting almost. You know, it's a beautiful masterpiece. But yet they knew it was going to fail, but they continued it anyway and finished it. And if it didn't finish, I don't think it would have been as good. If he would have pulled out, and they would have, like they did with Orson Welles on The Other Side of the Wind, that movie was taken hostage, and I think that movie was cut off short. And it was actually put in a vault somewhere in the Middle East. They took the movie hostage. They kidnapped the movie and put it in a vault. And then they brought it back and put it on Netflix. It's a great movie, but it was never finished. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that, for example, if Spielberg knew that it was a failure, he was, you know, they thought the shark looked fake. They didn't think anything was working. If he would have said, okay, let's just put it up and quit, it would never be Jaws, you know. And Jaws is from frame to frame one of the best movies ever made. It's a good movie, one of the top 10 best movies ever made. Same with Apocalypse Now. And I don't know what Taxi Driver went through. That was another top 10 movie too, but they probably went through some trouble. So you're always going to come across failure and trouble. Not everything's going to go away. I get like sometimes 7 or 8 views, and I don't know what I'm going to do. But then I was looking today, the Filmmakers of Hurricane Beach Ball is still increasing to 6,400 or something, and it's going wild. So there's things in it that work, and there's things in it that fail, and you can't really judge those things. But you can quit, or you can continue on. And I think what Coppola said when he was doing Apocalypse Now, I think he said, I had no choice. You know, he had to. There was no way out of it. But he was pretty 100% sure that it was not going to work. And it did. Now, I don't think it's better than Full Metal Jacket, but I do think that its artistic value is probably a little bit better. And I also think that its masterful cinema quality, you know, as in the stroke of the camera like a paintbrush, is better than Full Metal Jacket. But I don't think it's more, I don't think it has the psychological level of Full Metal Jacket. And when it comes to Vietnam movies, I think that one nailed it. Kubrick nailed it, as when it comes to reality. But I think Apocalypse Now, it addressed the drug culture, and it addressed the wild, rebellious aspect of the soldier maybe a little bit differently than Full Metal Jacket. When Full Metal Jacket, I think, was showing almost kind of a documentary nature. I don't know. It's hard to say to compare the two, you know, which one was better. I always go Full Metal Jacket, Apocalypse Now, and then Platoon. That's on my levels of Vietnam movies, of the three that capture you in different ways. First, Full Metal, then Full Metal Jacket, and then Platoon. Those are my 3 favorite on those. Well, they're harping on me, and I don't really know any other way to go but down this way, which is 114 west, and I have to go down through this traffic. Look at the traffic. They're yelling at me, and they're sending me stuff because of this traffic right here. How am I supposed to make this traffic go away right here? I can't make that go away. So we headed to the classic car by the chop shop, or it's actually a classic truck. You can hear the train going right now. Probably, hopefully blocking a path. I don't know for sure. Yeah. Well. It's got a tree in it for some reason. There's the actual train. You notice I went in there first. It's the wrong restaurant. I think I found the right one then. There we go. I don't know, those are like spools. Some kind of spools or something. I really don't know what they'd be used for. They're almost look like those things that you would sew with, but like a large version. Those are axles for trains. So basically train parts. Ah, I knew it. Yep. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go straight, not wait on that one, because then they'll start chewing me out if I do. So they want you constantly moving. And you can see the train. Now what's cool is if you go right here by the QT, you'll go right under it. So we'll get there. All right, so this is actually 170 west. Or, yeah, I'd be going west. There's a Walmart truck behind me, you won't be able to see it. See what I mean? So you can go underneath the train right here. See? And then we can get back. That's the Walmart truck. And then we'll just follow this. It'll reroute. We'll be there in no time. I'm trying to figure out where this thing is. But I think it's right here. So we picked up another one. Somewhere in Roanoke. So the price of rent has rose. These are the mansions on the other side of town, which are closer to Fort Worth by this similar company, if not the same company. They're about $1,300 to $1,400 a month for a small place. The ones that I moved out are up to $1,900. When I lived there, I was paying $1,250 monthly. So that's how much they've increased over, I don't know, since COVID. These are halfway decent though. They're very similar. Mine had the turtle pond and a few other features. The Oasis, which was next to it, if you watch the vlogs, in our p.s.s stage back when we first opened the show. We opened in apartments that were pretty much similar to this, but these are the ones in Fort Worth. We opened the show on the Carrollton apartments called Mansion at Sunset Ridge. And these are mansions at Timberland, which are Fort Worth area. And they're luxury. They have garages. Most everyone has a garage. Not everyone, but I think almost everyone. The mansions at Sunset, I think every single apartment had a garage. And let me tell you, it makes you feel 100% more secure when you can park right into your garage and just walk up the stairs in your apartment. It's how all apartments should be, really. That would just be so awesome if all apartments are that way. These are like storage garage things right here, which are larger. You can see. Probably maybe for storage or for maintenance. And this is how it looks. You just basically park right in the garage and you can go right up to your apartment through the garage, or you can go through the front door. It's two different ways. It's pretty cool. There was no barrier behind way back there. I didn't see a barrier. So I was questioning, and Waze didn't say anything, so there's no barrier or anything. So I guess they opened it up for construction vehicles, and I don't know how long I'm going to be able to go down this road right here. But I'm alongside where the speedway is, so I'm hoping that this will lead to concrete, turn into a real road. Because they didn't put any barrier up or anything. They didn't say, like, don't go this way or anything like that. So I'm kind of disappointed a little bit, and if this is going to end into a dead end, if they've just, you know, left it open to let you make your own decision. No telling where this goes. So I have no clue. But I'm traveling along, seeing what way above the highway right here. Trying to figure this out, really. I'll be up, you can see the airport big time right here. This is Alliance Airport. You see the top of the bridge there. And yeah, you can see they're still working on it. Yeah, this has got to go somewhere. It looks like there's a McDonald's up this way. So it may pull into their parking lot, or well, actually, that's a McDonald's, but it's a gas station. It's a Pilot gas station. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff right here, and kind of moving along here for a second. There's a, don't know what that is. Okay, here we got something right here. There we go. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I really don't think they should have opened this road. Waze doesn't like it either. R2's getting upset or nervous. Don't worry, R2, it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, we're back where we need to be. Okay, so I guess so. I guess it's just kind of like a back way. Anyway, there's the Pilot gas station. There's the new bridge. Doing pretty good on it right now. Yeah, I know, R2. We're on our way. Don't worry about it. Look at that.
Please subscribe show. YouTube Cole Spivey. Yeah, man.